We counted 12 brave souls on board, and to the north did steer. We weighed anchor from the bow, to face the storm and cold, brave boys, and for Greenland we bore away.
Welcome back to A Year in Folksong. After taking a week off for Easter, I'm back with week 15 and the song is Greenland Whale Fisheries. I first came across this song on an album sleeve in a charity shop. I never heard it, but I saw the title and I just thought it was very evocative of an atmosphere and an image. So I looked it up in my trusty Penguin Book of English Folk Songs, the modern one edited by Steve Rowd, and I didn't particularly connect with the melody. It was a bit twee, it was almost a sea shanty but not quite, very major, and so after forgetting it for a year or so, I've come back to it, had a play with it, and for the music theory nerds out there, I've transformed it from the original major key, which was written in G major, into G Dorian, which is almost a minor key but not quite. Dorian mode is a little brighter sounding, a little more optimistic, though as the narrative of the song changes, we change gradually into the full minor mode for the 5th and 6th verses. It's another of those songs that deals with our uncomfortable history and our interactions with nature, though sadly whaling is still happening in certain countries, Japan particularly, although Iceland is supposedly bringing it to a close next year, which is very good news, not before time. And that brings me on to the location that I've chosen for this song. I thought that Pomona Dock would be a fantastic location to sing a sea-themed song. About 6 years ago I was here recceing for a potential photo shoot, and I just thought it was a beautiful little pocket of wilderness trapped between the two cities. We're in Manchester technically, and just across the Manchester Ship Canal is Ordsall in Salford. And this little streak of wilderness of trees and plentiful wildlife, it was noted 5 or 6 years ago as being possibly the most important place for urban biodiversity, with many bird species including kestrels and seabirds all gravitating to this little area. And it's sad to be back, I'll be honest, because Peel Holdings, the company that are throwing up all the tower blocks on each end of Pomona Dock and gradually encroaching towards the middle of it, have scoured all of the trees and brush away, and while there's still a refreshing amount of birdsong compared to the rest of the city, it just makes you wonder how long has it got left before the rest of it is covered over. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, as it's starting to rain. This is Greenland Whale Fisheries.
In 1824, on March the 23rd, we hoisted our colours to the masthead, and for Greenland we bore away, brave boys, and for Greenland we bore away. We counted 12 brave souls on board, and to the north did steer. We weighed anchor from the bow, to face the storm and cold, brave boys, and for Greenland we bore away. The boatswain to the topmast climbed, and put a spyglass to his eye. A whale, a whalefish blows, and she blows on every span, brave boys, and for Greenland we'll bear away. Now the captain's on the quarter deck, the ice shone in his eye. Overhaul, overhaul, let your davit tackle fall, and launch the boats to sea, brave boys, and for Greenland we'll bear away. The whale was struck, the line paid out, but she thrashed and struck her tail. The boat capsized, we lost 5 men, and ne'er did catch the whale, brave boys, but for Greenland we bore away. Now the losing of the whale, he cried, does grieve me heart so sore, but the losing of my 5 brave men does grieve me 10 times more. But for Greenland we bore away. Now Greenland is a barren place, a land that knows no green, just ice and snow where the whale fishes blow, and daylight seldom seen, brave boys, so for England we bore